Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, November 16th. And we are looking at Window Traders market profile of SPY, IWM, and Triple Qs. Pretty interesting day today. SPY and ES just missed the all-time high before selling off and taking back what was going to be a double distribution day. Triple Qs hold the double distribution day to the upside. They end 10 wide. Russell had an outside day down yesterday. They open, take out yesterday's low, have lower value, and sellers absolutely dry up. We said they wanted to stay above March's high. Well, they were about $2.50 away from it. Never got near it. End up going trend up. They end 8 wide, but they do end with a double distribution day. For us, I had a good day today, but I'm really upset at myself for not taking the huge play early. So we opened. I said the line in the sand for me is H's high, right? Plain and simple. They shorted this, right? We couldn't get back above into the IB from yesterday, and H was the afternoon rally high. I said people were defending that. If we open and stay below it, shorts are going to be comfortable, and they'll go for yesterday's low and try to get into these singles. If they get above it, they're going to run for cover. So we open inside. We just missed yesterday's POC by like 3 pennies. We go up. I'm like, all right, I don't want to take the long yet. I'm like, maybe they defend it again. But then all of a sudden, boom, they pop and just didn't get it fast enough. I was ready. I had a 50 of the 466 calls all lined to go up. Didn't do it. What I did do, fortunately, in A and B, is I took 467 calls twice on any pullback when it went back up, any pullback in B when it went back up. I recycled a lot of them, probably about 90 in A and maybe 50 in B. So it turned out to be a good IB for me. But this is the play. As soon as it broke, if I bought that 50 when it first popped, man, that's a golden play. I have to do that, have to jump on it. And then believe it or not, I didn't do anything. Why? For a lot of reasons. So D pops B's high. There was no tempo, no volume. I was possibly going to fade against this high and K and L's high because I didn't think we would get the weekly high or the all-time high just yet. As I was about to pull the trigger on a short, somebody told me Yellen just came out with that she mentioned about inflation subsiding in late 2022. So they went from not acknowledging inflation to saying it's going to subside now. God knows when in 2022. But the algos liked it and they pushed it even harder. So I was not about to short it after that headline. I didn't think we would get single prints, but after that I wasn't sure. And then what did we do? We stopped. We traded sideways EF and G. E and F, G, they went high. They took out last week's high, so we technically had an inside week up, but didn't get much for it, and we missed the all-time high by pennies. The only other trade I took is when L pushed down. I took a long right before they got into the single prints, and it went right back up to POC, and I took them off. Actually, I had small left in M, and I told the room, if we do not take out L's high, there's a good chance because we're one-time framing down, we'll go get those singles. Well, we couldn't get it. It started to come back in. I took off the little I had left, and lo and behold, that's what it did. So, how important is M's performance today? Again, I take that with a grain of salt, just longs getting out. Now, is an inside week up a failure? Not necessarily, because it's only Tuesday. But for buyers, you want to get back above it sooner rather than later. So that remains to be seen. The volume, horrific. Horrific again, 45 million. It's just horrendous. As we keep hitting new highs, the volume continues to dry up. There's only 2 upside destinations, 470.49, today's high, 470.65, weekly high, all-time high from the 5th. There's only 1 downside destination from today, 467.07, 467.04, 9 wide from yesterday, 466.23, yesterday's low, poor low. Now, I expect major chop inside of here. Why? Well, we had a $3.42 range, and there's nothing to lean on. Yeah, I'm not going to ignore 8 wide, but it's not 9 or more like that I like. It's not a double distribution day where you could treat M's low to the day's high as the upper for Russell and A's high to the low, and the same with triple Q's. So I think we're going to get tremendous chop inside of here to see if sellers are going to continue to push now, since we've maybe got stalled at the inside week up, or are we going to go right back to what we were doing and attempt to take out not only today's high, but the all-time high, and get an inside week up with some tempo and volume. All remains to be seen. And then here's your chart. So here's the weekly. It was an inside week. We took out last week's high by literally 26 cents. Now, is that a look above and fail? It's a weekly. It's only Tuesday, so you can't say that. If we came in $5 from today's high, I would say, ooh, that's an issue. Now, if we don't get anywhere near it again tomorrow, well, then maybe you can say it's a look above and fail. However, we took it out in, let me see, HIJ. We took it out in 3 time frames, so I don't know how much I would really even call that a look above and fail. But it all remains to be seen. Did we just stretch the inside week up a little bit? We'll see. As far as the daily, it's up. So we're up in all time frames right now. Monthly, weekly, daily. Bulls are controlling the action right now. The one thing they have against it is the volume. Anyway, I hope you had a good day trading. Thanks for all the likes and subscribing to the channel. Have a great evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.